and we are doing all this seminar. And it's not just in Penang, right? We're actually touring around Malaysia. So we have been to Ipoh, Johor, Selangor, and after this we'll be going to Malacca as well to introduce more agriculture knowledge to everyone in the public. Okay, be it you are in business or you are using it for your home usage knowledge as well. All right. So first of all, NongYeh.com is actually a e-commerce or media platforms where we created for everyone to start learning about more education information, as well as if you are in agriculture business, this is also a place where you can actually buy bulk purchase, okay, for your farm usage. All right. So here we go. All right. I'll just show you a little bit here so that you guys will have a basic knowledge and understandings about what we do. All right. So this is our site. All right. So straightforward, you will be able to see those products that is listed by all our merchants. All right, if you supply any equipment or tools or anything, okay, baja ke atau seeds or whatever, feel free. Okay, you can join our platforms to list your products, and we will help you to do marketing to promote it to the markets nationwide. Okay. Then as we go slightly further down, this is where you will be able to see like the industry news that we gathered all around. Okay, so on our platforms, we don't limit ourselves to just one language. So that's why in here you will see some news which is in English as well as Mandarin, and there are also Bahasa Melayu as well. And Education Center is where we work with university that we list all the agriculture related courses on our platforms. If let's say any speakers that is wanted to work with us to organize courses or whatever, feel free to work with us. We will help them to do marketing as well. Okay. Then last on this side here, you will see events and expo. So we are listing down all the exhibitions, events, seminars happening around. Okay, be it in Malaysia or international. So you guys can actually come to our site here and start seeing what other expos is happening around. Okay, so our team are actually updating continuously to update the website, and this is actually a new look of the site. We have been around for about 7 months right now. So this is the new site. Okay, so if last week you'll be seeing a different site. Okay, so and just so you know that Pakar Pertanian Expo, which is happening next year, March 17, will be happening in Okay, so this is what we have here. Okay, so our company, apart from having a online platform, okay, we will be organizing our own expo as well, okay, which is the name of Pakar Pertanian Expo. Okay, if any one of you would like to participate as a visitor or being an exhibitor, feel free to contact us, and we are more than happy to share more details with you guys. All right, and there's a bit of uniqueness about the show that we are organizing, not just an expo where you go there and see products and walk around, attend some free seminars, and you get to go. All right, so we will be having a clinic sessions. Okay, so we'll be inviting professionals from the industry. If you have any questions related to any kind of crops, okay, you can actually speak to them. All right, so we are having that, and all those facilities that we are providing in the events are free of charge. All right, so this is going to happen in March next year. Okay, so come back to our site here. What you can see here, basically I've explained to you guys products you can buy and information centers which you get to see news with different languages. You can see some Bahasa news as well in here. All right, so there are plenty of them. And Education Center is where we work with all these universities, which is like you have oops, sorry, what is this? Okay, yeah. Okay, so we have like we work with the UMK, UMS, and like KB academies and many more. All right. So without further wasting much of you guys' time, this thing keep popping up. Sorry. Okay. We have hiring facilities as well. If any one of you have any companies who wanted to hire people or have jobs offering to people in the industry, feel free, contact us. We can actually help you to do free listings on our site, and we will market it out. Okay. Again, all of these facilities are free. Okay. And continuously, we actually created a forum sections. As I mentioned, this is actually a new site, so you don't see any topics here. All right, going forwards, we actually encourage everyone who are in the industry or wish to come into the industry, you can actually ask any questions, okay? So we are also engaging with some industry experts to come in, okay? So what you will be getting from these forum sections is maybe some advice from professionals in the industry or some advice from the people within your peer, all right? So it could be any other things, okay? So it's feel free, as long as you register as a user, it's feel free to create any topics, okay? So our team will actually filter to avoid any topics which is not supposed to be online. So we will do our filtrations, okay? So we strongly wanted to create communities within our own industries to help each other, all right? Be it whether you want to buy, sell, or learn something, all right? So apart from that, okay, so we will have an mobile apps which is blinking on this corner here. The mobile apps will be ready by end of this month, hopefully mid of this month. So then you guys can actually access to the platform through mobile, all right? And apart from that, we would like to share with you a little bit about the site here. As you can see, these prices, right? Okay. If any one of you who wanted to venture into agriculture industry, one of the things that we noticed is a lot of farmers doesn't really get or know what is the latest trends or what is the latest price that is selling on the market, okay? So this is actually an information provided by Pharma, which is one of the government agencies. So you can see here, you can find harga ladang, harga borong, and harga runcit, okay? So you can see as you go in, right, okay, it will show you, you know, if you have your produce, your vegetables or fruits, or like even chicken, okay, this actually tells you what is the market's rate running in the markets. Okay, so if you are in pertanian yourself as a farmer, so you don't get rolled up by the wholesalers, right? So apart from that, this is just for you to take note, okay? And another information that we find is really useful for farmers to get to know is like, say for example here, they provide the pricing records, okay, such for example, like when the price is going up and down, so there's a trend, all right, not just for 1 year, I think it's about like close to 1 year plus or something like that, right? So based on this, right, if you want to plan your land or farm or what you want to plant, right, so this can actually give you an insights of like, you know, if your produce harvest, when is the best harvest time, and you can you know, secure a better pricing and whatnot, right? So unfortunately, the thing is that it has limited types of crops here. All right, so we're actually in talks with pharma, see whether how we can chip in and provide more data analytics for farmers to access. Okay, so this will be going through these prices call functions here. Okay, so apart from that, I would like to introduce, okay, I think everyone, when you come in, you actually receive a goodie bags. And inside there is a free pack of seeds, okay, that is free gifts to you guys for home trial or whatever, okay. Then our sponsors, Kitosan Plus, also provided a samples, okay. I think he's currently outside, so later probably when he comes in, he will probably explain to you how you can actually use that for your farm. All right, so so with that, I would like to invite our next speakers, okay, which is Encik Syed, okay, and he will be sharing with you guys regarding about the coconut integrated farming. All right, so we would like to invite Encik Syed, okay. Okay, all right. This one. Okay, no problem. You just put it up first, and I think your port is there, right?
Okay, good. Good. Yeah, already have the pointer. I use mine. Okay. Okay. Already have.
Okay, all right.
Okay, cool. Okay, thank you. Okay, excuse me, I open my mask. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good evening. Okay, thank you to Mr. Jensen and James from NongYeh for inviting me for these sessions. Okay, so sudah makan? Sudah minum tak? Baru saja. Okay, thank you so much. You know, it's expensive, you know, for organizing this event. Actually, you should appreciate their efforts. Because when you attend seminar outside, it costs you around, I think for this type of event and this conducive environments, is around 400 ringgit, you know. So I think you should appreciate NongYeh punya efforts. Okay, okay, so without wasting time, okay, I will mix Malay in English lah. Okay, because we are Malaysian, we will make Chinese a little bit. We will learn later lah. Okay, so I will talk about coconut integrated farming. So I'm from Sulaiman Plantation. Okay, my name is Syed Salleh and Syed Sulaiman. So Sulaiman is my father's name. So my father's name. So he been doing this type of agriculture, especially coconut, since 2006. Okay, when I graduated in 2015 from UTM Skudai, I'm studying in marketing. So previously, before I'm studying marketing, I'm studying in engineering for 1 year. So previously, before I'm studying engineering, I'm coming from science stream. So I'm keep jumping courses because I found when I keep jumping courses, I meet a lot of people. So I meet a lot of lectures. So I have a lot of networks. Okay, and our motto is we plant for the future. Okay? So throughout my presentation, around 45 minutes, I hope that the outcome is you get the seed that I want to plant in your brains, in your mindset. So what we try to portray, today I'm not selling anything, but I just want to create an impact. Okay? So my name is, previously, this is a bit background. I'm board director for Pertubuhan Peladang Kawasan Padang Serai, Kedah. So I'm one of the decision maker for the young representatives there. So in Pertubuhan Peladang, PPK, we have around 2,700 keluarga tani, family involved in agriculture. So I'm one of the director and decision maker. And I'm CEO of Sulaiman Plantation Sdn.Bhd and founder of CocoJack. So we are based in Kedah, Kuala Kedah, Kedah. So primary school in Kedah, and also I'm being sent by my father to boarding school for 5 years. So the reason that I'm willing to trade off my future when I graduate is I want to serve to my parents. I want to live with them. Yeah. So this is my background. And I graduated from UTM Skudai in marketing. So when I graduated in 2015, my father been doing agriculture for, on that time, is around 8 years. So the technology that we use to harvest coconut is an old one, you know. So you need to use gala, you petik, and our farm is around 1 hectare, 1.3 hectares, so around 3 to 4 acres. Means that you need to use wheelbarrow, take 20 coconuts. If let's say 300 coconuts, you take 15 times 100 meter, you know. So ulang alik. So I found that this agriculture sector is not interesting. Tedious, or you need to do the job, all the heavy works, not interesting. So I said to my father that we need to use technology. So I said to him that let's buy tractor. So let's buy tractor. He said to me, "Ayah, easy you say only but it's my money, you know. So it's my money, you know. So if you want to introduce technology, you find your own fund." So that's why on that time, there are a lot of government's initiative encouraging graduates into agriculture sector. So especially in creating a new jobs. So that's why I've been entering a lot of government programs. One of it is government sending me to US for 3 weeks to learn about the business there. And I've been sending by government also to Africa for 4 months to learn about agriculture sector there and do the humanitarian mission there in Africa, in Uganda, Kenya, and Sudan. And after I'm completing I call national service because I'm not into PNKN on that time. So I choose myself to go represent the youngsters of Malaysia, go to the humanitarian missions. So when I'm completing this mission, I found that there are a lot of potential. Okay, there are a lot of potential in use in Malaysia. That's why when I coming back, I bring the idea of revolutionize agriculture sector by exposing the use into this one using the modern technology. Okay. Okay, this is my father, Sulaiman bin Syed. Okay, we founded the Sulaiman Plantation in 2006. So early stage we have only 305 coconut tree and 1.3 acres of land. And we are first coconut mini estate project in 2006. So what achievement is currently in Maha 2022. We are winner of best coconut in Maha 2012. Okay, we are MyCap certified for coconut 2014 to 2016. And currently we are doing farm expansion to 13 acres. Okay, so this is my farm in Kuala Ketil and Padang Serai, Kedah. So this is the mapping. So I show you the real example. If you Google, you get the same image because that is the technology that I try to portray in your mind. If you want to do farming, you need to do in a modern way. So that's why we portray. We as a farmer, especially, is not the last career or type of job that youngster will choose. It's the premier one, the primary career that the youngster will choose later. So that's the things that I try to portray. So this is a master plan or called blueprint. Okay, let's say you want to do farming. I don't know here. Maybe Mr. Jensen there have maybe he have 20 acres of land. Yeah, 20 acres of land. But he do not tell everyone he have 20 acres. Senyap-senyap dia ada 20 ekar. Belakang. Tapi apa yang dia boleh buat, what he can do is he plant. In 10 years, what type of crops that I want to plant in my land? Okay, what type of crops? So when I graduate in 2015, I do this first master plan. So 2015, I do this master plan. Every year, I will update my master plan. Okay, why I do the master plan? Because I work with UM Land. You know UM Land developer. So I work with the one of the department is to develop the master plan lah. That's why the executive there teach me. So he said if you are want to develop something, you need to have the blueprint. So I work on the blueprint and I come up with my own blueprint. So in our farm in Kuala Ketil, Kedah, we have around 8 acres of land here. So we plant various type of crops. Okay. Okay, this is a drone image. And we have currently we have 450 to 400 trees. We have jackfruit, 65 trees, and we have a lot of fertigation projects. And we have 13,000 polybags of fertigation. So I will show you the picture after this. And we currently start venturing into Napier. Napier means that the grass that used for the livestock. Okay. So this is my picture at earlier stage lah. So this is during the rebel time. You know rebel time when school holiday my father will ask me to balik kampung, tolong dia dekat rumah. On that time you feel pressure, kena tolong lah, ini lah semua susah. That's why ini berlaku. That's why I found that this agriculture sector tak menarik, not attractive. So on that time I need to do lah because if the father suruh, so I need to do. This is my family. So we do the upkeep lah. Ini ada spraying. And on that time my father already have and already implemented the intercropping. We plant coconuts and do intercropping to sustain our family with the cash crop. Because coconut will take around 3.5 years. Okay, so we do the intercropping, cash crop. So here's my picture. So I've been involving this since my secondary schools. So I had a lot of experience buat pagar, tarik, pakai cangkul, semua saya dah rasa. So people said to me, oh you so young, 29 years old, but you already know this. Because I start early, I already do all the 3D job. Tarik pagar, tarik ayam, tarik apa semua. So kita dah biasa buat. So I know the difficulties, so that's why I try to change. Okay. Okay, this is the coconut that we have in farm. So in Sulaiman Plantation, we planting pandan coconut. Okay, pandan type of coconut. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is the coconut that we plant, and we sell it as a young coconut for drinks. Okay, kita tak simpan untuk santan, tapi kita jual muda untuk drinks. Nanti saya akan terangkan, I will explain why I choose the pandan one. Okay, this we call pandan dwarf coconut. It's a dwarf family as Sulaiman plantations. Okay, so previously our past speaker talked about the SSR. So the coconut industry, the most interesting part is we are only producing around 66.6% in-house. In-house means that we are producing locally. Around 34%, 34.4% we are importing outside. We are taking for Indonesia, we are taking for Philippines. So that's why there are still shortage there. So I find out that is the gap that we need to fill up. So that's why I think venturing into coconut is a good one. And previously, our previous speaker talked about this SSR, but I just want to focus on the coconut. Okay. So the most region that planting coconut is in Perak. 15,180 hectares. Johor, in Sarawak and Sabah, of course, big that. And then Johor and in Perak. So we know Perak in UP, Bagan Datuk there is around all the coconut plantations. And Indonesia is one of the largest producer of coconut, around 3.9 million hectares. It's big there. I've been to Sulawesi, so I visited some of the smallholder farms there, followed by Philippines and also India. Okay, so when I've been sending to US by the government, I went to the grocery shop there, and I went also to the 7E. So I go to the beverages section. I open up the freezer, the chiller, and I take one of the coconut in can. So I read out at the back, is produced by the Thailand, produced by the Philippines, produced by Indonesia. None of it are coming from Malaysia. Yeah, none of it is coming from Malaysia. I said, why? I said, why? Okay. Actually, it does not mean that we need to plant coconut a lot in Malaysia. Actually, we can take raw there and we repack or reflavor or do something with the end product and send it back to this country. Because this country, they cannot plant coconut, because it's tropical. So that's why I think it's very potential one. Okay. So what type of crop, what type of coconut they are planting is, there are a lot of type there. This is all a type registered with DOA, Department of Agriculture. So what we are focusing is kelapa pandan. CN6 registered on 2013, and the kelapa pandan is one of the type of variety under Malaysian dwarf or mawa. It is hybrid, yes, hybrid. So the nuts produced is around 27,000 until 30,000 nuts per year. Okay, it's a lot, so you calculate the production per hectare. Okay, per hectare. So I will tell you more. 1 hectare we can plant how many trees later. So pandan variety is 27,000 nuts per year. Okay, per 1 hectare. Okay, and the most important part is for the coconut tree, we have musim lawas, means that season when the fruits are not. We cannot harvest the fruit because there's no fruits. So musim lawas, especially during the drought season. Okay. So Malaysian dwarf pandan variety is under Malaysian dwarf family. So Malaysian dwarf family, the height of the tree is around 15 to 18 feet. 15 to 18 feet. 15 to 18 feet. If let's say the one of the seed is mati or being affected by other type of variety, it could be the height around 20 to 22 feet. So normally the height will be around 18 to 22. So I've been seen in my farm, The height is around 18 to 22. Means that if you familiar with the palms industry, you punya pokok satu galah saja. Sebab satu galah lebih kurang 19 kaki. Okay, so we are planting aromatic dwarf, variety and height, and this is the plant population. So the plant population, we are using this triangular shape of planting method, and we are planting with around Mawa 6.5 meter times 6.5 meter. You will get around 272 tree per hectare, and that is the plant population. It means that in 1 hectare is 2.47 acres. Means that 2.47 padang bola. 1 padang bola football field is 1 acre. Standard one is Barcelona and Real Madrid, and also Etihad Man City. EPL is coming, no? So Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man City is 40,000 square feet. If you go to Old Trafford, Anfield, and Chelsea is smaller a little bit. Dia kecil sikit, dia ada range dia. Di padang dia ada size dia. So is kecil sikit. So standard one, the big one is 40,000 square feet. So 1 acre is 40,000. So in 1 hectare is 2.47 acres. So means that you can plant around 272 trees per 1 hectare. Okay, so this is technical part. I'll show you the part. So how about the price? So I've been selling coconut since 2012 until now 2022. The price is from 1 ringgit and 10 cents until now is 2 ringgit and 50 cents. Stable without dropping. The stagnant is 1 ringgit is 80 cents. The 1 ringgit 80 cents is around 2017 until 2019. 1 ringgit 80 cents. By COVID-19 hit us, the price goes up. 2 ringgit and 30 cents until now Expo is 2 ringgit and 50 cents. Compared to the palms is floating, kejap jatuh, kejap naik. But the coconut is stable, the price. Okay, this is the yield, and also this is the income. This is the return on investment. So we do the short calculation, the brief, the summary. Okay, so this is the technical part of coconuts. What I try to talk about today is about the integrated. What can you integrate with coconuts plantations? So why we need to do the integration? You know, when COVID-19 hit us, usually the mono type of crop planting means that you only plant cash crop something, you get infected. You see, the previous speaker showed us that the amount of vegetables being down in Cameron Highlands and something just now. So because you only depend on single type of crops, cash crops. So when you plant a coconut, different type of crops in one place, the chances that the demand is different. Maybe the demand of this type of crops is higher than other type of crops. So in my farm, we do the integrations. In what I'm focusing right now is intercropping. What we do is we plant cash crop in the middle to make up our cash flow. Okay. So for coconut to grow is around 3.5 years. So I planted the cash crop in the middle, so you do the intercropping. So when you do intercropping, it can fund your farm upkeep. Means that the cash crop is the period is short. In 90 days, you will harvest. This one I plant chili, so you will get the result, the output, and you can sell it. You can sustain the farm operation. If not, you need to depend on your cash reserve for 3 years enough. It's sakit, you know. You own pocket money untuk. But when you have this type of intercropping, you will save a lot because you will ada sikit income. Okay, this is the crops yang saya tanam juga. So the technique is the conventional method. I use it to plant on the soil using soil technique. So we conventional one lah. You inter silver shine, this one, use the palms, the old techniques one. Okay. So next, what I do in in my 8-acre farm, I do the fertigation project. So I save up a little bit of money from the cash crop selling that I get previously on the conventional method. So I invest and I use fertigation. Why I use fertigation is the intensity of the crops that we plant is higher than the conventional method. And I can make sure that the continuity. If you use the conventional method using soil, you need to take a planting gap from planting break. After 1 year, you use the soil. Every 6 months, you need to left the soil to treat, to cure itself. Okay, because you need to make sure that there are also living things beside us, the fungus, the serangga also. So you need to break the cycle. So I used to lose a lot of money. I used to lose around 250,000 ringgit due to this type of infection. So that's why I take this initiative. I use this type of fertigation to make sure that I can plant it continuously without stopping. Okay, so I start to plant chili from 2015. So until now, I have 7 years in planting chili and other type of crops. Why I planting chili? I know chili is difficult. You need to learn a lot of type of technical skill. But the problem is, there is a huge demand there. There's a lot of demand, and also chili is, red ong dia memang kita seronok. Kita pergi kebun, kita rasa semangat. It's good vibe there. That's why I planted chili lah. Okay, and actually it's a good price. Dia punya harga sangat bagus. When you know the technique, you secure the market, you will get good profit margin. Okay, so I start from bawah lah. We used to sell it to local wet market around Sungai Petani and also Padang Serai. So my production is around not many. 3 years ago is around 60 kg to 80 kg per day. Currently, my production is around 300 to 500 kg per day. So I increase out the intensity, I increase out the technique, how I plant it. Okay. So I use the modern technique one, is fertigation lah. So I start with the conventional method of fertigation. Do at the ground level, do not the elevated one lah. So these are the crops, and this is the 3 example lah. Because when the people talk about the plants, sometimes they are not show the real example. So I give you the real image of 3, so easy for you. Okay, so this is the project intercropping that you can do in your coconut farm. Let's say you're planting coconut, you can, let's say you have, maybe I can show you. Okay. Okay, let's say you have, here is around, I divide to 4. Okay, you have 4 acres. Okay, you plant here 3 acres with coconuts. Yeah, here you reserve for your cash crop. Solely for cash crop. Okay, because easy for you to, ini satu rumah, ada pam air, ada kolam semua, logistic part, and you build up the roads, can enter your farms and everything. So this is important, when people want to develop land, say, wah, I mau tanam sekali hantam semua. So bila you sekali hantam semua, you kena fikir about the sustainability of your farm. You need to think forward in 1 year time. You tanam semua sekali, tadi 1 tahun you tak ada duit. So that's why you need planting cash crop. This cash crop actually can sustain your farm. Okay, then one method there. You reserve one part. The second method you can use is 4 blocks. You plant coconuts on, but you do intercropping at between the trees. So this also type of intercropping also can help you to sustain. But for fertigations, it is difficult for us to do in the middle. So we need to save up a space and do the fertigation project. Okay, that's the integrated. Okay. In the future, maybe 3 to 5 years later, the farm already harvested the tree. You can put livestock here, lembu, kambing inside. Jangan awal-awal jangan masuk lagi. Jangan buat semua benda sekali. Do phase by phase. That's why I show you the master plan. You need to have in mind. In 5 years time, I want to do this, but slowly do the progress. So put livestock because the leaf you can use it for the food. You can chop it and use for the pellet, substitute product. So you can masuk livestock as well. Okay. So growing tree is about a process and progress. It's not cepat, dia kena sabar. That's why I love agriculture sector because it taught me to be patient and disciplined. Kalau you tak ada disiplin punya, mesti habis punya crop. Okay Okay, this is a tree. Okay, this is a picture. I go a bit laju sikit. So we do the fertigation project, and I also do ginger in fertigation also. So I do ginger in fertigation because I love the modern technique part. Modern technique fertigation, you can boost up your tree. So ginger in fertigation. This is our ginger tree. This is ginger tree, fertigation one. This one we harvest as young ginger. We supply during Chinese New Year. You know, Chinese New Year they're using a lot of this untuk masak, makan besar punya. So on that time, the price is good. So if you want to plant ginger, now is the correct time. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 January. Chinese New Year will be in January or February. So you have 6 months ample time to grow the ginger. So planting is about the time. For me, planting is about time. You have the correct time, you plant it with the correct technique, you will get the price. If you simply plant it, habis. Who teach me is uncle jual sayur dekat pasar. So I used to buy teh ice. After I send the chili, I buy teh ice. Uncle, come and sit with me lah. I give teh ice, duduk. He told me, Syed you mau tanam cili punya, kena harga you kira belakang. Dia cakap kira belakang. Maksud you mau keluar bila? Cakap, oh uncle, I mau keluar ini time raya, Melayu punya raya harga mesti cantik, dia kata. Okay, you plan belakang. Melayu raya bulan berapa? Uncle tak fix lah, uncle, tiap tahun tukar, kadang-kadang bulan 4, kadang-kadang bulan 3. Tak apalah, you plan belakang. Let's say Melayu raya currently this year is bulan 5. So cakap, okay, you kira berapa time, berapa bulan cili boleh harvest? 90 hari, so 3 months. So you need to plant 3 months earlier. So you akan dapat harvesting on that time. Okay? So this is ginger, this is our product ginger. Fresh ginger, young ones. Okay? And also the next is we have stingless bee colonies to support our pollination in coconut farm. Because in coconut farm, you need to have bee to support the pollination process. Okay, we have 50 colonies. So and the demand for the stingless bee honey is very good in Malaysia because there are a lot of duplicates product from Yemen and from China. So they are trying to boost up the locals madu. Okay. And that's the project you can do for intercropping, integrated one. Okay, that's the best my own experience. I'm not talking about the livestock because I'm not doing that yet. But in future I will do it. So what you can do also, the agrotourism, the idea. Yeah. In this one in Skinchan, I've been to this place, very nice one. So in Skinchan, they build out this place. Coconut farm, they're setting out the place for people to eat in farm. Because people love the ambience, the environments there. So what I'm planning to do is, I want to do this. I cannot do directly after I get the land from my dad, is because, it's difficult, to convince your parents. Especially so you cannot, boleh lah buat, boleh buat, kita boleh buat. So that's why it takes me 7 years to convince my dad of this idea. Okay, also, it's about the fund. Currently, we managed to secure some saving and we plan to do this. So, because currently when you live in city, especially in Penang Islands, maybe in weekend you want to have the short breaks. So this type of idea can be the attractive spot for the family to lepak on weekend. Okay, this is the idea you can do. Next is integrated. What I'm currently doing is I integrate with IR 4.0 technology. So what we do is we use smart farming to manage our fertigation project. So we have one terminal here to manage the dosing. Of course, if let's say you have kids below 40 years old, tak kisah China ke Melayu ke India, you can get the government support. The government are willing to invest on youth, especially below 40 years old. So they get the fund from governments, but in terms of in-kind contribution, in terms of goods, not cash money. So let's say you want to buy this system, government can fund it. Okay, this smart farming project, we have integrated our farm, all using this system. This polytank can irrigate across our 8 acres of farms. Okay, with only apps and phone. So this is the smart farming project. And the old conventional method of fertigation, the ground level, we make it up into elevated platform because easy for us. Kalau kita sakit pinggang, you mau bongkok, satu pokok okey uncle. You kena 10 pokok, you sudah sakit. I ada 13,000 pokok, sudah mati tengah jalan pokok. That's why we do the elevated one. It's easier for us for the upkeep process. And the elevated one is ready for autonomous. Means that the process of spraying pesticide and the fungus control is easy later. Okay, so this is the project, the technology that I try to bring into my farm. The next part is related to the integrated one is currently I'm working on the CocoJack. So actually CocoJack is coconut and jackfruit kawin. This type of crops that we planting in my farms. So what is CocoJack is we are registered social enterprise with governments that providing alternative platform for youth to get agriculture exposure. So previously, I used to teach a lot of type of groups. I teach the senior citizen, pension one, cikgu lah, makcik lah, anak muda, budak sekolah. Tapi when the 2021 COVID-19 hit us, we narrow down our target beneficiaries. So we teach only youth from B40 family, unemployed youth, and also dropout youth. Instead, if let's say you tak habis belajar, you can join our program. Okay, so we get media coverage a lot from, we are registered with Magic, currently Meranti, and currently we registered with MEDEC, Ministry of Entrepreneurship and Cooperative. And our program is supported by the Kementerian Pendidikan dan Sukan. And I got a lot of exposure with university. So we're calling and do sharing about the agriculture sector to the graduates, encouraging them into this sector. And I got a lot of media coverage also in Awani, Expo, TV3, and also Vulcan Post is a media blog, online blogging in social media lah. Okay, so the programs that CocoJack offered is first is the training CocoJack Heroes. Last year we managed to train hundreds of youths Throughout 100 of youths, we offer for practical session for 20 youths for 6 months practical sessions. It's multiracial punya participant, ada Cina, ada India, ada Melayu datang. So this training short course is only 5 days. In 5 days, you will learn about coconuts, you will learn about jackfruits, you will learn about durian, you will learn about hydroponics, and also you will learn about fertigation. The brief. Okay. After you completing the 5-day course, you can apply for practical session, or means that you want to practical with us for 6 months. And after completing 6 months, we are offering for selected 5 only to fully fund their own farm setup. Okay, we call that program is this is the program we do last year, 100 of youths. We have our own center in Kuala Ketir, Penang. Okay, this training we do. We really simple one, no protocol, very simple one. Just I want to bring the youth into the farm, farm right. Okay, so this is beneficiaries that we measure. I've been doing this for 4 years since 2018, but I just officially registered last year. So we managed to impact 250 beneficiaries, youth and working adults, and we throughout 250 we managed to nurture around 50 plus full-time entrepreneurs that actually have the monthly minimum income 1,500. Okay? Actually the sales more lah, but we treat the every entrepreneurs need to take the salary, not taking all the profit, just take a salary. Taking your profit will be jahanam in your business lah, but taking the salary. So, and we have around 15 international agriculture projects throughout the humanitarian mission. So this is the impact that CocoJack brings. And the 5 selected for from the practical session 6 months, we will enroll them to CocoJack Agri Apprentice, where we fully funded the farm setup. So this guy got fully funded farm setup for 1,300 polybags, elevated para using besi This besi mahal you know. See channel is mahal. So because we want to keep them motivated and using the same technique, so from 1,500 per month, currently he earned around 2,700 per month. So it's quite banyak lah dia dapat. Instead of the working sekarang pun dia dapat sikit, sekarang dia dapat tinggi. So only 5. Kenapa kita pilih 5? Because we want to send these 5 representatives to develop more new farms later. Okay? So this we get partnership with lembaga untuk wayang kadang. So this is farm setup. You know, the previously I showed you the conventional method on the ground. Now we kita guna elevated, easy for them to manage. So we call this as social farm project. In one place, you do this with these 4 acres, you reserve one part to give back to the community. So we call as social farm. You create the job opportunity and also you bring the impact. Okay? So this is setup. You know, this is chili. Chili is set up easy for you to manage, easy for the upkeep process, and look nice now. Look nice. Okay, this is 3. We have around 13,000 polybags. Semua macam ni. Semua macam ni. And I invested a lot of my own profit into this project. Okay, this is the so this we are currently setting up the netting. So here you see here the pictures. We are in the middle of coconut farms and jackfruit. So I reserve one part for this project to give back to the community, to create more job opportunity to the youth, and also especially can nurture this type of groups, and they will see that agriculture sector is interesting, you know, because we're using the modern and latest technology. So throughout our program, we do provide mentoring. Mentoring means that this program for 2 years, 24 months, they will be into our incubator programs. So they will share all the problems between among them, and we will discuss with mentors. We have several mentors from several farms, not only me, but also expert. My seafood also into the group to advise them. Okay, so project. And next, we are working with Agrobank. So Agrobank are buying our idea. So because they see that we do this professionally. Every year we need to submit out the reports, and we do for the Asnaf one. It's an Agrobank, and we currently setting up the collection center. We call it as CocoJack Premium to make the agricultural produce as a premium product, so that we can reach to end user. So we are looking forward to work with NongYeh to this into their marketplace to offer to directly to end user. Okay. So yeah, I also provide consultation from GrainCon and also SweetCon. GrainCon for the poultry. They say you're a poultry business. Because my experience is working with the GrainCon industry for 4 years. So this is the produce and the products. This SweetCon, we are supplying into one of the retailer in Penang. Okay, and this is the product, the chili one. So chili vegetables. So all of this type of project you can do into crops, or you can do integrated with your coconut farms. Don't limit your minds. I want to plant coconuts. I just want to plant coconut. I don't want to plant anything else. You can do pineapples. You can do banana. You can do this type of cash crops. You can do the livestock. You can do kolam, ikan. So you can do everything in your farm. This is integrated. Okay. So consultation, any setting out of farms, yes, we offer at Sulaiman Plantation, we also offer farm consultation and everything. And that's it. If let's say, that's the end of my sessions. Let's say you're interested to learn more about the coconuts, we are organizing the technical kursus or seminar on coconuts on 11 September 2022 at Nova Bola Sekolah Ketik Kedah, 8.30 pagi hingga 5 petang. You can scan out the barcode and register lah. Okay, so we are touching about the cash flow, of course, the upkeep and also the farm management, the pesticide and pesticide control, pest and disease control, and we introduce the Kululu Army agent. We will show you the Kululu, how it's work on coconut farms, and we will show you the intercropping system and the current IR 4.0 that we use in farm, and the last module is a buyback. That's we will cover in our one-day seminar. Okay. Okay, that's it. So thank you for your time. Thank you again, NongYeh, for this invitation. So ada apa soalan? But this is not free. Sorry, I just a little bit money to cover the cost lah. But I think you will get more than 150 ringgit cost. Okay, ada apa soalan? Oh, okay.
Thank you. Cuba untuk berkongsi you mentioned about your coconut not flowering certain months for a period of maybe 1 month. Okay, one of the ways normally that we use to solve that condition, similar to other crops as well, similar to nangka, cempeda, jambu, and all that. The keyword is water. You know what month is not going to be fruited. You just calculate about 3 months.
Okay.
Say you expect March, there won't be any fruit.
Okay.
Okay, you calculate about 3 months because that's the amount of time required from flowers to mature.
Yep.
So that's the time when you water your plant.
Okay, understood.
Only water. That's it.
Okay, understood.
And yang lain-lain tu just million lah. You have to add fertilizer. That's normal. Normally there are 4 things that usually control watering. Control flowering. Satu is water, and then secondly is the sunlight itself.
Yeah.
Because our days is not 12 hours all the time.
Yep.
There will be some months 13 or maybe 13 hours, and there are some months only 11 hours.
True.
Total is still 24.
Yep.
Total is still 24. This is because we are not exactly on the equator. If we are exactly at the equator, then no problem, 12. So when the sun is going to the north, when our Earth is turning the other way around, the sun is swimming there. It's our Earth that turns. So when that happens, our days, when it crosses the equator, it's going to be 12 hours. Days and 12 hours time. One. And then secondly, water, number 2, and then fertilizer. Without fertilizer, even though how much light we have, how much water, it's not going to have.
Okay.
So this is just sharing.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for the.
My experience with different crops.
Thank you for the solution. Yeah, that's why I'm intrigued. I solved the irrigation pipe problems lah, with the integration of the Internet of Things. Means that we have proper irrigation system that can provide water to our plants during this difficult time. Especially, I found that in my farm, 8 acres, we do not have proper pipe for the irrigation system. So you will have around 500 of trees. So let's say you want to provide water, beside you do the drainage, you can use the modern technique, set up the pipe and system and everything. So currently I'm setting up the irrigation pipings to support it, mobile one, to support it during the difficult times. Like Prof said to us right now, I will calculate back 3 months that during the non-fruit seasons, so I will supply water during that time. Okay, so any questions, any thoughts, any idea, or any sharing you want to? Okay? So let's say how much you will get, you plant coconuts is easy. You have 100 trees, 1 month we give you 1,000 ringgit. Okay, 100 trees, 1,000 ringgit. You have 400 trees, easily you can get 4,000 ringgit. Okay.
Another thing is, in case, well, just for your information, I was working on NongYeh in the 80s, about 40 years ago. And then I produced 6 or 7 NongYeh madu. The current NongYeh madu was madu. Okay. If you need some help on NongYeh, I'm prepared to help.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you for the opportunity and also solution. Yeah, because I see the potential in NongYeh, because jackfruit is the superfruit, superfruit can solve world hunger issues actually. So we just need to creative. We just need to olah little bit the end products, so we can say, yeah.
Yeah, the beauty of NongYeh, you can plan when you would like them to fruit. You can arrange January, February, March, April, May, January. You can start inducing flowering about 1.5 years. So by the second year, you can have your first fruit. Okay, for example, you have one variety which can grow up to about 20 kilo. Actually, it's small, it's about 40. It can hit 40 something. But let's say 20. Each month you produce only 2 fruit, making a total of about 40 kilo. In 1 acre, 108 plants. Just consider 100. So 100 times 4 is 4,000 kilos. Current price is about 250. Tak buka lagi. Kalau dah buka, it's about 5 pieces.
Yeah.
In Penang, 5 pieces is
5 ringgit. 5 ringgit.
So meaning you can produce about 4,000 per month, every month of ringgit lah. Itu kalau you consider apa ni 250. Tapi there are time it goes they are up and down.
Yep.
Okay. Maknanya every month you can arrange just similar to your salary. You can arrange it. Tapi there are few things that you have to ready for. One is water, the sunlight, the budget, and pruning. Pruning, removing the small
Unnecessary time.
growth, the
Growth.
small branching that grew from the main branch. You keep only about 5 branches. That's it. And then the height is maybe about 6-7 feet. That's all. And then the distance is 20 by 20. So inshallah, with God, you will get about more than about 4,000 per month. Easily.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, bro, for the idea. Very nice one, huh? Very nice idea, and I think it's a lot of opportunity. So, if there are any question? Okay.
Alright, just now you say coconut tree needs 2 years at least to produce coconut, right?
Yeah.
So how much it costs and how hard it should be when we want to take care of it, you know, budget, something, the rest of it. Can you share with one coconut
Okay.
tree?
Okay. If let's say you plant the coconut seed, the seedling is around 3 feet there at the behind. It will take you around 3.5 years. It will take you 3.5 years. But let's say you're planting coconut, the seedling is 6 feet. 6 feet. Around this I think. 6 feet, it will take you 2.5 years. Because for the coconut to develop the root system is around 3 to 4 months. So they will be pisah with the shells, develop 3 to 4 months to the root system. So they will take around 6 to 8 months untuk start cari makan, cari air sekali. So it take 1 year. So in 6 months after the 4 months, it start to grow tinggi sampai dia 6 kaki. So bila 6 kaki punya, sudah sampai 6 kaki, it will take 2 tahun setengah saja untuk habis lepas tu. So that's why in the market right now, they are selling the seedling sudah tinggi 6 kaki ke atas. So 2 tahun setengah saja sebenarnya dah boleh berbuah. Okay, so untuk membaja for the fertilizer applications, for me at the early stage, I use the chemical one. I follow the SOP from jabatan lah. But after I into agriculture sector, we try to reduce the usage of the chemical application baja. So we using organic fertilizer. So 1 year kita akan bagi baja lebih kurang 3 ke 4 kali. So dalam 3 ke 4 kali, in January I will give garam. Normally garam lah, garam kotor, garam salts. Garam. Dan juga I slash, kalau pokok dah besar kita akan bagi MOP. MOP ni Muriate of Potash yang tinggi K untuk boost dia punya buah. So itu yang selalu kita praktis. Sebab garam juga MOP ni, garam dia akan weeding dia akan matikan rumput di sekitar pokok tersebut bawah. So bila start hujan saja, kita akan bagi dia organik. Okay, organik. So normally dalam bulan 4. So dalam bulan 9 kita akan bagi dia chemical. Chemical means compound lah. Baja compound. So kalau tempat tersebut perlukan soil treatment, kita akan bagi dia dolomite ataupun kapur untuk treat balik dia punya soil. So depend on the places different Setiap tempat sebenarnya kalau betul-betul pokok, dia punya chemical and juga fertilizer application is different. Sebab I ada projek dekat Kelantan lain, dekat Johor lain, dekat Perlis lain. Dia tak boleh treat sama. So I might give you the schedule, but you kena apply ikut dia punya musim yang berbeza-beza, depend dia punya plants. Untuk sukses dalam bidang pertanian, berdasarkan pengalaman saya, kena ada orang yang boleh bagi kita pandangan macam Prof bagi tadi, solutions. So you get the second thoughts. So bila you dapat the second thought, you try, you can solve the problems. So that is based on my experience. Dan apa yang kita try guna dekat Sulaiman Plantation sekarang ni, every year we spend 1,000 to buy the chemical fertilizer. So what we trying to do is we use the organic fertilizer to save the cost and also to try to save the climate, the environment. You come to our farm, you will see still fireflies there. You know fireflies, click. You know, fireflies ada, dragonflies ada, beetles still there. Because you have it's not easy, you know. I use a lot of chemical application in tanam cili. You tahu tanam cili ni pakai baja kimia kuat. So I need to study what is the chemical pesticide yang takkan affect this type of environment. So I paid this cikgu ni ajar. So until now I still manage to secure the environment that have in my farm. We still have fireflies, dragonfly, beetles there. So we try to make our environment is conducive enough for other living things. So it will help us later lah. Okay, so any questions? Lastly, last one. Okay, tak ada. Okay, thank you very much for the NongYeh. Thank you very much for your time. I pass back to the Mr. Jason.
Alright, sure. I think with that, we are going to end today's sessions. And we would like to say thank you as well to Peter Class for sharing these sponsor samples to everyone. Alright. So, Laura, you want to just give a short explanation about what is this? Yeah, so he's the one that actually sharing this with everyone. Right. So, 1 second, yeah.
Hello. Okay.
So your irrigation you buy from
The pipe lah. The one guy in Klang Valley, Pawaris there.
Pawaris. I cannot sell to you. My customer.
Yeah, what you Pawaris get from you ah?
My customer.
Okay, I go from Pawaris.
Okay, right now I think we have time to sit and share. Right now I do a lot of LKG together with the population. Right now KLK doing for oil pump, and SADC doing for premium. We just got the 300 hectare for the electron atmosphere. Just started.
I'm not venturing into the IoT. I love to taking from you the technology. So taking from Pawaris because I have another project to work on the class, the platform. So that's why I just use what the technology already have in the market.
Yes, that's true. But the technology is successful or not successful. But we cannot. If you want, I will hand over my job in KLK on this month. Then you can go visit what we're doing. It's like this. You have seen the time, then you believe in Johor. You know why? Because someone thinks for sure. Happy or not happy,
True.
future is there. Two workers, die to die.
Betul. Susah mau cari orang.
No worker.
Also useless. Have money also a lot of money cannot confirm the worker with us
Sometimes you just everything is so
I'm happy doing this job. I'm happy doing this job lah. Saya gembira lah buat kerja macam ni. Sebab saya tak ada satu I don't want big farms. I just found that can sustain my family.
Okay, for yourself, you say for your family. Why you don't try the other? You just get more money, ma. Try the JV. I teach you how to, example, I teach you how to live, then you get their cross. Same one. They also can get plant survival, but
True.
So, dia beri balik lah jauh. Alright, so this is very good. Right in this. Very, very good. Alright, 350. Alright, cari lah Cari yang mana yang ada, atau yang mana yang nak extra sample pack apa kita ada lagi ya? Ya, kita ada lagi tu kita nak Alright, thank you so much.
So now we want to present a certificate of appreciation.
Oh, no. Oh, thank you.
Syed. All the touch up. All automation. This is bigger lah. But the pressure is quite above. Cannot use 2 inch, 4 inch, 6 inch to 4 inch. You see? Structure so different.
Okay, now we want to invite Mr. Syed.
Using the pond motor. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming all the way here, you know.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah. So you're leaving now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you left.
No. We were talking about the vertical farming outside.
Uh-huh.
We were like sharing our It's pretty amazing to me lah. Like the future planning will be all that you can literally see the future.
There's a lot more. There's a lot more.
Yeah. No.
Sorry? Oh, is it? Susan. Oh, okay. Thanks for coming. Just sleep in here. Later they'll collect. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty amazing to know all these things.
There's a lot more. So next time when you're going to invite you.
All right. The next one is in Johor, right?
No, the next one is in
Selangor.
Melaka.